This is Lady Boulay, and thank you for clicking on the video. I came back because I want to add something that I meant to add in the other video, but I forgot. So I want to talk about Black Americans being excellent farmers. I'll go back and let you hear what I'm responding to, and then I'll tell you what I think about it.
And a lot of people talk about being separate and all of this other stuff. Well, look, you could do that now. Find yourself an island in the South Pacific and just go be separate. But most people don't even know how to feed themselves without a supermarket, so that's something that would break down very quickly.
So this is a person who has no idea what he's talking about. Black Americans have a long history and a long culture of farming, of growing food. Black Americans own 3 million acres of farmland in the United States, and that's down from the 19 million that Black people have owned during their peak ownership of farms. Also, it is our own ancestor, George Washington Carver, that revolutionized farming in the United States that helped the production of all American farmers. So this man has no idea what he is talking about. They don't know how to grow food without a supermarket. That is a lie. My husband grows some of the most beautiful collards you've ever seen, and tomatoes, and squash, and cabbage, and cantaloupe, and watermelon, and scallion, and anything else he wants to grow. So he doesn't know what he's talking about. We wouldn't know how to feed ourselves. He's talking about him. This is how the runners are. You ran from a country where you probably didn't know how to feed yourself. You have no idea what you're talking. In 2017, the United States had 48,697 producers who identified as Black, either alone or in combination with another race. They accounted for 1.4% of the country's 3.4 million producers, and they lived and farmed primarily in southeastern and mid-Atlantic states. And this is down from years before when there were millions of Black farmers in the United States. The problem is that the United States will pay you not to farm land for whatever reason. But Black Americans have a long tradition of growing food. Now, I know y'all say, well, you should just ignore these people. No, you cannot ignore these people because they're ignorant and wrong, and they're repeating it over and over again, and it gets into the environment, and people will think they're telling the truth because they don't get any pushback. My job is to push back. I believe in pushing back. This man had no idea what he's talking about. And this is a letter that was sent to Black farmers by Joe Biden in 2024. And I don't care whether you like Joe Biden or not. This is what he said. I send my warmest greetings to everyone gathered in Georgia for the 34th Annual National Black Farmers Association Conference. American farmers are the backbone of our nation's economy. Your work doesn't just feed our country, you feed the rest of the world too. Since taking office, Vice President Harris and I have provided more than $5 billion of relief to American farmers, including an additional $2.2 billion to farmers who have suffered discrimination by USDA farm programs. That's a whole nother video. We have been working to bring down costs of farmers, boost fertilizer production, extend crop insurance coverage, and help family farms stay in the family. I am grateful for your contributions to the pursuit of a better future, not just for some of us, but for all of us. We have more work to do, but I have never been more optimistic about the future of our nation than I am today, and that's because of American farmers like you. There is nothing beyond our capacity as long as we work together. Keep the faith. Joe Biden. The President of the United States sent this to the Black Farmers Association. So Black farmers are very important to the food basket in the United States of America. To make a long story short, we do know how to grow food, boo. You don't know how to grow food. You're living in those large urban areas where you don't even have enough land to grow food if you wanted to. We have land down here in the South to grow food. So here are the states with the largest numbers of Black farmers: Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Virginia, Arkansas, and Tennessee. So that's enough black farmers to feed black people if it came to that. So you need to figure out how you're going to get food if you would need to know how to grow it, because it doesn't sound like you know how to grow food. And not only do we know how to grow food, we know how to fish, hunt, and groom and raise livestock. So we would be well prepared to take care of ourselves if we had to. The question is, would you? And I'm going to end with this open defecation statement that this woman made. I went to look up where open defecation populations are. So on this chart, you see in the United States, we have a 0 to 1% open defecation. Now, that has to do with homeless people and also people who have come from other cultures who practice open defecation. So, open defecation is a problem in Africa, in Asia, especially India and South Korea and North Korea. Open defecation is a significant issue in Latin America and the Caribbean, affecting 15.5 million people. This practice can pollute the environment and spread disease. And since the people who were running their mouths were from the Caribbean, we have to assume that they are a part of the open defecation problems that we have in America, so they can take that back home with them. All right, y'all. Yes, I'm on a warpath about this because that video really ticked me off. But anyway, let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for listening. Give me a thumbs up and have a good evening.